good time of the day whenever we are. For me, it's morning here in Alentejo in Portugal. And when I was invited to do something for this day of transition, I understood the time was very short. So we have like, 20 minutes. And I thought, what can we share? What would I do if I only have 20 minutes to move and I need to feel energized for the day? And normally I would shake, because this is the best way, especially if I sit by the computer. You have lots of things and a lot of input coming up. Sometimes for the input to come in, we also need some other input to be released, right? So since we have not so much time, there is no time to learn choreography or learn some patterns. So I thought I would shake. So I wanted to invite you to shake with me this morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of the day we are. So let's start. Just a bit arriving to our bodies. I would say, I know if you're sitting probably in the room, just find this, continue sitting, find a comfortable space. Let's just roll the shoulders back. We can also keep the eyes closed pretty much the whole practice. Sometimes I speak a bit fast, but there is nothing really to see what I'm doing. So we just arrive to our body. We can first do it by rolling shoulders back a few times. And then let's roll the shoulders forward. And then if we want, we can also start dropping the neck back and forward. And we can start by doing small. Imagine our spine is the biggest organ in our body, is the biggest kaluna that we have. And imagine that our spine is like a snake, is something fluid that moves very freely. And we'll just do a few spinal waves in different motions. First, we can continue being sitting, and imagine starting with the head. We bring in chin to chest, sorry, and we fold, and then we come up. Basically, we try to make ourselves small, and then we rise. We bring chin to chest, bring our head towards the knees, and then again, starting with the head, we roll up. And we do it a few times, starting the movement initiated by the head. And if you have space next to you, you can come off the chair and come on all fours on the floor, if you feel like. Yeah, if you feel like, you can stay on all fours on the floor and roll from down top. You roll the spine. Imagine if those of you who tried yoga, it's like a cat and cow movement. And imagine we're really trying to roll our shoulders far away from each other and then squeeze them together, bring hips towards the heels, and then round, round forward, shoulders come over the wrists. If you don't have space next to you, don't worry, just continue doing this sitting. And if we're on all fours or we're sitting, we start doing it rotational. So we start going from right to left. Imagine we roll our spine to the right and we're coming back with our hips towards the heels to the left. Roll, roll, roll. And imagine we're really trying to exaggerate this movement. Continue rolling from right to left. And if we're sitting, we're doing the same. We're rolling from right to left, really rounding the spine and then arching. Our spine is fluid, feeling like all the space between the vertebrae is fluid, is soft, is jelly. It really can move and stretch and contract very easily and very fluidly. Beautiful. And if we're on all fours, we can also start going, instead of going forward and back, we can start going right and left. So our spine goes more right, more left. We continue this spinal movement. If I start from here, you will show. You open the chest and you round, 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 arch, 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 round and arch. And we'll do a few of those movements from one side to another, and then we reverse. Then we reverse. Beautiful. And we will slowly continue the spinal waves, but we come to standing. You can bring your feet. So if you've been sitting in a chair, come off the chair. Just stand next to it. If you've been on all fours, then up. And we're standing in this forward fold. And we continue the spinal movement. And for this, we come up with a round back. And we go down. Basically, the movement we're doing is this. We fold. And we come up. And we fold. We come up. Imagine it is the same movement we've been doing before. Starting with the head, chin come to chest. Beautiful. And slowly we can add the same movement, but instead of just going up and down, we start coming up from one side. For example, we come up from the left and we fold from the right. So basically our upper body is like rotating on top of the hips. And you can add the hands following the movement. Fold. Really feel this moment when your upper body is just hanging over the lower body, and then come up. Beautiful. And then we can do one more time this direction, and then when we arrive down, we switch and we go from right to left. Now we come up from the right and we fold from the left, and there is no technique to follow. There is absolutely no technique to follow. You just do it in your own way. Keep coming up and down, making this circle around your body, standing. You can use your hands or you can do it without the hands. Beautiful. Very nice. So do it a few more times. And eventually we can stand. We can meet in this forward fold. The forward fold is just your upper body is hanging over your lower body. Free. And from this position, we can start a little shake. We can start the little shake of the head, of the neck, and we can shake a bit our hands, and then slowly, slowly, we come up, or you can stay down as well, whatever you feel like. And we will do 2 rounds. I hope now our body is a little bit, feels free, a little bit freer in our body. So I want to suggest that we do 2 rounds. First will be very basic shake. And second will be even more basic, but a bit more vibrational. It is something super simple. You know, there's so many shaking ways, but there's one that we will see our animals, if we have cats and dogs at home, they're doing this all the time. When they wake up or they come out of the water, that's what they do. I want to ask Esther, maybe I actually like the music that you played at the beginning. So maybe first let's play a bit of your song, and at the end we play this drum. Let's play the one you had at the beginning. And yeah, I hope it's good. You can hear me at the same time as the song. So basically, we can just stand up next to our chair, next to our computer. Nice. So I hope you can hear both me and the song. And we can just stand up and start by bringing the weight, transferring the weight from right leg to left leg. You can keep the eyes closed. Just transfer the weight and feel. And eventually, you can keep the knees soft. And then we bring the weight. At some point, we stop, for example, on our right leg. And let's bring all the way to the right leg. And we just bring the left leg over off the floor. And we start by rolling the knee, rolling the ankle. And we start rolling it fast. At some point, it becomes almost like a shake. And we just shake our left leg. And you will feel that after the foot, the shin, the whole leg starts to shake. And we just shake the leg. Shake the left leg. And then we place it on the floor. Bring the weight on the left. Bring the right one off the floor. Start making some circles with the ankle. And after you feel that the shake of the ankle becomes the shake of the foot, and becomes the shake of the shin, and of the whole leg. The standing legs, so it doesn't get tired, just keep it soft. The knees soft. And you can add a bit of shaking the hands, shaking the wrists. And we again come on the right leg, leg left shaking. And we can just transfer the weight. From right to left, you change as much as you want. And we change at the shake of the wrists and of the hands. And after our hands are shaking, maybe you feel also that our upper body is shaking. And you can make it as intense, as small as you feel like. If you feel like a very micro movement, can be micro movement. If you feel like going all in, you can go all in. And we can also drop, imagine our shoulders. We can drop them up and down when we shake. And we're still in this shake, we're trying to stay on one leg and keep on actively shaking off tension from the legs. And our legs is something that carries us throughout the day, throughout our lives. They accumulate so much tension. We can also think our hip can be open to the side and in. It can shake from all directions. If it's hard to shake both hands and feet at the same time, just do one. But there is no rules. And you also don't have to look at me. There is no right or wrong way to do it. Remember, shoulders can drop. But all the things I'm saying is you can do just some of them or none of them or just some of them. So keep on shaking. Hands, feet, shoulders, drop. Head from side to side. And we can add side to side. Rotate. Okay. And we can go up and down. Bring the hands up and down. All right, I think our song ended, which is good, which is our sign to just stay. Let's stop for music for a moment. We just rest. We can stay in a forward fold. Nice. Just feel normally after shaking, even for a few minutes, we have kind of like a vibration going through our hands and feet, throughout face, even like I often feel like pulsating on my cheeks. Something, of course, it depends like on the intensity of the shake. And after, we can slowly rise up. Whenever you feel comfortable, of course, if you feel a little bit dizzy or something, take it slow. And since also, before we're going to do another shake, it's nice to say that you all have this beautiful advantage of having your cameras or your microphones muted. So you can also make whatever sounds you want. Any release sounds, any long sighs, it really helps. For me, it's a bit more difficult now. I have to like force myself. We're all, with the microphones muted, we can just really go nuts. So I want to suggest, we have just a few minutes left. It's very fast, the time is going. So we can put one song, and it's going to be the most simple shake. Let's put this shaman drums song. And basically, imagine the only movement, we can start the song already. The only movement that we have to do is we stand up and imagine that there is someone, we're standing straight with our knees straight, and someone comes from the back and bumps on our knees. And then we drop. And then we come up again. And then again we drop. And again we straighten the knees. And this is the only movement that we're doing. Imagine our knees are doing this. It's like someone comes from the back, pushes us in the knees, they drop, they stand. And we do it slowly, and then it starts becoming faster. It is a very repetitive movement, but let us feel that we become this movement. We're really the only movement that we are is this vibration of the knees slightly bending and straightening. This is it. And you will feel like our whole body is moving, but actually, this is just our knees moving the whole body. And you can do it as fast. The amplitude of this movement can be slow or it can be fast. Normally for me, it's easier to have it faster. Then we don't think about it. That is just inertia. It just comes. And we close our eyes. And we stay in this. If we want to add any other movement to this, you continue, you keep on standing. We just shake our knees up and down, bouncing movement. If you want to add the movement of the hands, do it, shake the hands. If you want to add the head movement, add the head movement. But the basic, this vibration of the knees stays. Stay with it, become it. really become this vibration of the body. It's the vertical shake. We ground our whole. Imagine with every shake, our weight is coming down to the ground. We're really grounding through our feet, down, down. The ultimate grounding sensation. Please check in with the whole body. While you do that, check in with the whole body. Our hips is the direction of the down. Is the shaking of the hips going down? Is the pelvis down? Shoulders. Maybe a few times in the shake. Bring the shoulders up and just drop them down. Really drop. But even if the shoulders drop, stay with the legs. Stay with this bouncing in the legs, in the knees. Even when it's a micro movement, stay with it. Feel. Keep on shaking, keep on your eyes closed, and keep on feeling the total release of the arms, of the shoulders, of all of the muscles, everything in the back. Check in with your face. Is your face relaxed? When our face is relaxed, our jaw is relaxed, it's slightly open. We can check in by moving our jaw a bit. Up and side. Really shake your face off. Any tension that might be in the face. Do you feel any tension in our chest, ribs, space between the ribs, going down into the pelvis, into the hips? Staying with this repetitive movement. Beautiful. And we slowly start making the shake smaller and smaller. The amplitude is becoming smaller and smaller till eventually we come to stillness. And when we come to stillness, you can just keep the eyes closed. And even though we did it for only maybe a few minutes, just observe maybe there is some vibration in the body. Still there is some vibration in the fingertips. Normally this vibrational sensation can be felt for a while. And now it's up to us. How can we transform this vibration into the energy that we need for the day? I think we are close to the time, or even a bit over time, I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to thank you very much. It was a short practice. If you ever feel like you need a shake off, there is a YouTube video called Vertical Shaking. And there is one from Ida Porta, which is like 30 minutes, but it's very good, like a body scan of everything that happens in this very small micro movement of vertical shaking of the knees. So if you ever feel like doing it, check out these YouTube videos, Vertical Shaking. Thank you very much.